Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of our show this morning. Let's begin the countdown to another exciting time with the leadership standard. I hope you're excited. Let's go. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is another time at the leadership standard. My name is Bucci Law. I'm going to be your host for today's broadcast on the leadership standard. Um, Most people may not understand, but the aim of the leadership standard is to provide an insight on what's happening in Nigeria, as well as provide an insight on the situation and how it affects a lot of people who live in Nigeria. And we have been in a cycle of continuous suffering for the past 60 years, even exceeding 60 years, that has consistently put us in a position of poverty, lack, whatever things that you can say, you can actually see it happening every single time in the country called Nigeria. But now it is a lot of people's eyes are waking up and they're saying they've had enough. They say they've had enough of the failed leadership. They say they've had enough of recycling leaders who move from one party to another party, no ideas. They say they've had enough of failed healthcare, failed education, strikes. They've had enough. I've had enough. I don't know about you, but I have had enough. I have had enough because I don't see a life that is worth living when there is no benefits of being a citizen. What are the benefits of being a Nigerian? What benefits do you get from being a Nigerian? The benefits of suffering, the benefits of hardship, the benefits of poverty, the benefits of penury, the benefits of lack, and all the wrong benefits. Those are the benefits that one gets from being a Nigerian. And it doesn't take too long to see. All you need to do is fly down to Nigeria, and right at the airport, you're reminded of these benefits. That's the reason why the leadership of Nigeria is a leadership that plays home and away. So they play home when they come back home to pass laws that don't favor the people, but rather favors them. They play home when they come back to act like they care about the people, when at the end of the day, all they're doing is to favor them. And at the end of the day, they fly out of the country to go take care of their family matters. They buy their properties in London, Dubai, UK, America, while their children study abroad. They still go home, they still go away for medical checkup. They still play away when they are going for vacation, while the people suffer. The people suffer with no lights, no health care, no good water, no drinking water, nothing. As a Nigerian, you are reminded that you are your own government. You are your own security. You are your own water. You are your own lights. You are your everything. Lucky if you have family members that can support you. Unlucky if you do not. If you are your own, then the struggle is even longer. But today I want to expose some few things that I believe needs exposition. And I'm going to share my screen at this point just so that you all have an idea of the sort of manipulation and the sort of sorcery that Nigerians are going through every single day. Now, this is one of them. This is a story of some passengers that were stranded at Lagos Ibadan train as the train ran out of diesel mid the journey. This is not the first time this is happening. And unfortunately, this is not going to be the last time. This is just one of the many times that these occurrences will keep happening. When people, of course, it's not the fault of the passengers. Obviously, it's the fault of the train station where they do not prepare enough to have the necessary, responsibilities or the necessary requirements to run a fashionable system of transportation. When people pay you money to provide a service, it is only fair that an organization like the Nigerian Railway Corporation should ensure that all these trains have enough diesel to last at least a journey from where they are picked up, where passengers are picked up to where they are going to. It's unacceptable that a train of this magnitude that's carrying a lot of people, passengers, and goods will all of a sudden just become stranded right at the middle of a journey. No one knows where they could be, how the insecurity in Nigeria is so badly right now. Nobody needs to be stranded anywhere on the road. It is very unfortunate that people are suffering. People have to pay their money for convenience, but rather than they experiencing convenience, they experience hardship. And that is the situation people have found themselves in Nigeria. A situation where even your money cannot save you. Let's imagine these people who were stranded here faced some terrorists on the road or some bandits. We all know what could be the likely situation or how this would have ended up. But at least lucky for them, they were able to get the necessary fuel, the diesel they needed to move on. The point I'm trying to make in essence is it is unacceptable that a Nigerian government, a Nigerian agency would pick up passengers and not be prepared for the journey for which they are embarking upon. It is unacceptable. This only shows the amount of madness, the amount of sorcery that exists in the Nigerian system of how they operate. It is not effective. People don't do their jobs, but they just want to get paid. People are confused. People are just outrightly just running crazy. But they don't know it yet because they have not been diagnosed. They are diagnosed with madness. But most of these people are actually, they have a mental problem. They're suffering from some high level of psychosis, but they do not know it. And that's one of the reasons why this thing keeps happening and nothing is done about it. A famous wise man once said, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, then you are mad. You have to try something new to expect a different result. This is another call, another cry by the same governor who has been a victim of constant killing by terrorists in his community or in his state. There have been too many people that have been killed in Benue State that even the governor right now says that it is no longer fashionable to continue to cry out for help. We must be ready to confront these killers. As simple as that. There is no other way of putting it. Nobody comes and nobody cares about how many times you cry on the radio or on TV, because now the cries are becoming too many. People must stand up and defend themselves from the atrocities that are being committed by these evil people that call themselves terrorists. These are people that the police, the military have given a sort of leeway most of the time when they carry out their activities. So we must be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves how much more, how long more do we want to continue like this? Because it is obvious that the Nigerian government doesn't care about the lives of these people that are being killed on a daily basis. They don't care. That is the reason why these people keep dying every single time, and nothing is done about it. Can anyone tell me one significant thing that has been done to reduce the plight of these people that are being killed? That's one of the reasons why this governor is saying, enough is enough. Be ready to confront these killers yourself. Be ready to face them head on. Enough is enough. They've had enough they've had a field day killing you, raping you. Enough is enough. And this is where we are right now. We are in a situation where people are saying enough is enough and that they are ready to fight back, to protect themselves. It's a fundamental human right, the right to self-defense. It's a right that is enshrined in any constitution in the world. You must protect yourself. You must provide necessary protection to the people as the governor, and you must ensure that the people are protecting themselves from any sort of harm that might befall them for just being a Nigerian citizen. And that is where it's at right now. All right. Moving on. 35,000 Boko Haram members and families have surrendered. As you can see, these Boko Haram members are surrendering in their dozens. They're about to be put back into the Nigerian economy. They're about to become, quote unquote, good citizens of Nigeria. Now that these folks have surrendered, the question is, would they go and live with the same people that they have killed? Would they go and live in the same community of people that they have killed? And how are we so sure that these folks have really surrendered? How are we so sure? How are we so sure that this is not just one of the ways of getting back into power, getting back into the government, or even getting more recruitment? How are we so sure? That's why civilized societies, they don't negotiate with terrorists. They don't even give terrorists opportunities to surrender. After you've killed multiple people, countless mothers and parents and children, the next thing the government just opens up a surrendering platform. If that's the way they want to have Boko Haram members surrender, then they should start having the people in prison to surrender. I'm very sure that most of the people that are in prisons right now, they've turned a new leaf. They should all be let go. If they can let Boko Haram members who commit capital offenses like murder, terrorism, felonious offenses, if they can make them surrender, then I think it's only fair that they let the prisoners that are in prison, allow them to confess their crimes and let them surrender too and let them be released. what is good for the goose is also good for the gander, as they would say. You cannot allow some people to surrender and you are punishing some other people. It is time to let everybody surrender. This is one of the policies of the Nigerian government that has been shown to be very lopsided. I always tell people that when you look at the Nigerian government very well, you're going to see a sense of lopsidedness in their decision making. So all of a sudden, these people are surrendered. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? What about the lives of people that they've killed? Did the people that they've killed, do their lives don't matter? So Boko Haram members, their families, they've surrendered. And so what? How does that affect anything? So they will go back into the society and continue to live their life? This is the situation that we have found ourselves. And it is sad that we have found ourselves in a situation where no one knows what they're doing anymore. People are just running around acting like they know. But let me tell you this, the consequences of this will yield fruits. The consequences of the Nigerian government taking terrorists back into the society, it's going to yield fruits. And the kind of fruit it's going to yield, it's not the fruits that you expect. It's going to be very, very bad fruits. It's not going to be good fruits. It's going to be bad fruits. Because somebody can verbally say they have surrendered. But the question is, what about their heart? What about their heart? What about their intention? It's not enough. These people have gone through rigorous training to become Boko Haram members. They've been indoctrinated to the core. It's not enough to just say they have surrendered. But what do I know? You keep watching. Next story. We go on to the next story right now. This is another sad story of a 25-year-old man that was brutally murdered by suspected headsmen on his home from church convention in Adamawa. His hands and his fingers were chopped off. I want you to understand how bad things are in Nigeria. Excuse me. No one is safe. You can be coming back from church after singing Hallelujah to the Most High. And on your way back, if you're unlucky, you find some group of terrorists. I don't know why they still call them headsmen. These people have been designated as terrorists. You find some group of terrorists, and what do? They remind you why you are a Nigerian. They chop off your hand and your fingers, and they let you go as a warning that they are in charge of Nigeria. They are in charge. We have seen how they give press conferences. We have seen how they are donated money, they are giving money. We have seen how they tell themselves that they have surrendered. We've seen these things. So we know for sure that they are in charge. That's why I'm saying today that to be a Nigerian is no longer fashionable. It's no longer fashionable. Before, to be a Nigerian was fashionable. It was fashionable to call yourself a Nigerian when the naira was equal to the dollar. But now, a dollar is 570 naira. In some places 520. And it's going to keep increasing. Because as much as the Nigerian currency wants to chill with the big boys and wants to bam, the economic policies will never let it catch up. The leadership policies will never let it catch up. You can't chill with the big boys. You can't bam. You are poor. You are wretched. You are not in the right frame of mind. You can't chill with the big boys. Before you have the capacity to want to chill with the big boys, then you must first of all create a policy that ensures that everyone is treated equally. That everyone is treated equally, that the leadership, they are seen as the servant of the people, that the police is meant to protect and serve the people and not big men, that the military is meant to protect the people from external aggression and not kill the people. Until then, you can never, ever, ever make it. You can never make it. As they would say in that meme that is circulating. Until then, Nigeria can try, they can pray, they can give thanks to God, which are all good things, by the way. But until then, things like this, where people run around chopping off people's fingers and hands, will keep happening. Why? Because Nigeria is not designed to work. Okay? That is why people like myself, we are seeking for the peaceful dissolution of Nigeria through the means of a referendum, because self-determination is a human right, and everyone has the right to determine how they want to live. All right? And this is another story of how a terrorist, they keep calling them bandits, but terrorists are killing soldiers, killing policemen in massive numbers. It is sad to see how these bandits, these terrorists, are going about killing soldiers and police officers that have been sent to protect the Nigerian people. They don't care about whether you're a soldier, whether you are a police officer. They don't care. Most of these police officers, they've not been paid since 2020. Most of these police officers, their payment, their check is in their hands of the Oga. Their salary is in the hands of the general. By the time you come in here and become a soldier, after you have licked some of the Oga's ass, before you become a soldier, they won't give you the guns that you need, the necessary weapons that you need. They won't give you the healthcare services that you need. When you die like a chicken. You die like a chicken. Because we have seen how most of these soldiers were left on their own bodies. When they pick them up, they just drop them on the floor like bags of rice with no decency. They don't even put the Nigerian flag over them. They don't do any of those things. They just leave them on the floor. People come and take pictures, say, oh, wow, they killed them again. Yep, they've killed them again. These terrorists, we know for sure that if these terrorists match the soldiers face to face, there's a likelihood that those terrorists might defeat them. Why? Because of the amount of firepower that these terrorists have. Most of these Nigerian soldiers, they're not equipped, and they are fighting a war in the east, trying to kill all the necessary young men and women in Igbo land, while they are being killed in other parts of Nigeria. I am so saddened by this, because I know that these young men decided to serve Nigeria with all their heart. But the problem with Nigeria is, when you serve Nigeria, there are times when it comes back to bite you. And this is one of those times where Nigeria comes back to bite you. Bandits just come in, kill 13 soldiers in a day and 5 policemen just in one day. How do you explain that? The only way to explain that is because the Nigerian economy is not designed to work. It's not designed to work. Even the general commanding officer of this battalion where some of the soldiers were killed, they need to ask him questions. How do you send 13 soldiers to a war front and they are all killed? And even policemen. Are there no strategies on how to fight these people? You just send men, just go in and kill yourself, then send more men, go in again. We've seen too many killings. They happen a lot of times, believe me. Nigeria is just wiping. These terrorists are wiping. They are just wiping the soldiers out of existence. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about these people. Even their organs don't care about them. So why should the soldiers? Why should the terrorists care about them? So it is what it is. May the soul of these soldiers rest in peace. This is another story of why I say that Nigeria is a mad place. Nigeria is a country of mad people. Mad people walking around calling themselves Oga, Madam, Sir, woman. They're all mad. Mad people. No matter all madness. Here, 4 policemen were feared dead as Chief of Staff Ibrahim Gambari, Fashola, and Ingige's convoy crashed. You see the people that died in this crash? The soldiers. I'm sorry, the policemen. They're the ones that died, though. Ibrahim Gambari, Fashola, Ingige. None of them, nothing happened to them. Because in Nigeria is like a game of chess. The police, unfortunately, the police and the soldiers, they are the ones that are dispensable. They die for the big men. They die for them. They carry their bags, they wash their clothes, they wash their cars, and if the big men are happy with them, they give them something every day to go eat, but they always remind them where they are or what position they are in the game of life. They're dispensable, very dispensable. Nobody cares about these people. How many policemen are taken care of? If you are not the likes of Abba Kyari, where you can commit crime, and collect bribes and collect money from drug lords, nobody cares about you. You die poor. Most of these policemen die poor. They die poor. Who send them? Nobody sends them. That's why they can have a crash, and the only people that died in this crash are the policemen. They even crashed on themselves. Have you seen how these police convoys drive? They drive like mad people. They're racing through the roads, hanging on the cars like they are Superman. One hand holding the top of the car, another hand holding their AK-47. They shoot sporadically, trying to get people out of the road. They don't care if they kill anybody, because in the totem pole, the police are the ones that are dispensable, and after the police, then we now have the Nigerian citizens. They are underneath the police and the soldiers. That's why they beat the Nigerian police and military. They beat the citizens. They don't care about them. They beat them like criminals, common criminals. Protection of human rights for where? No human rights in Nigeria. No human rights, no animal rights, no rights. The only rights you have is, the rights that you wake up in the morning and go about your day. Apart from that, if any of these unfortunate people catch you, whether it's the police or the soldier, you just have to pray and ask God for mercy that you come out of that situation alive. Because some of these policemen they're on hard drugs, they're mad people. They just walk around in uniform, but psychologically they are damaged to the core. Their self-worth is damaged. Their minds are damaged. They don't even care about anything. All they care about is wearing the uniform and carrying a pistol and carrying a gun. And if they feel sad in the day, they can just talk to anyone and just say, I will waste you and nothing will happen. I will shoot you, nothing will happen. That's the nature of this game of Nigeria. A country of lawlessness. A country of mad people. And this is why Nigeria must disintegrate. So at least if I'm dealing with a mad person, I can know where this mad person is coming from. I can know that this mad person comes from this local government in this particular village, and we can know exactly how to cure the madness. But when you're dealing with a country that has over 200 languages, people from different walks and different life. It's just a compilation of mad people. I hope you guys have been able to understand where I'm coming from. Nigeria must disintegrate. For the safety of its own people, it must disintegrate. Every day we are reminded by Yoruba is fighting Hausa in one market. Igbo is fighting Hausa in one market. This one is fighting that one. This one is doing this one. That one is doing that one. No direction. Just madness. Pure, undiluted madness. That is exactly what it is. Having said that, I hope you all have been able to understand the reason why Nigeria is a country that has been designed not to work from the get-go. You can be lucky individually and find something to do that can help your life or help the life of your family. But collectively, it's going to be hard to move Nigeria forward. Nigeria has individual stars. Individually, stars are born in Nigeria. And we see those stars shine very brightly. Davido, Burna Boy, Felipe Megwali, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Obi Ezekwesili, Chimamanda Adichie, all these individual stars that shine brightly. But collectively, Nigeria is not designed to work. Nigeria is not designed to work. If we keep pushing it, if we keep pushing this failed country, this failed state, if we keep pushing it, we're all going to collapse. The whole house is going to collapse on everybody. The Bible even says that if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? If the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? The foundation of Nigeria is destroyed. And at this point in time, we have to cry the cry of Moses. Separate, take the Israelites out of Egypt to a land that I will provide for you. That is the cry that the Yorubas are crying for, the Igbos are crying for, the Niger Deltas are crying for. They want to control their own resources. God has given us everything we need to survive. We don't have to be together. I can love you from afar. I can love you. If you want to be a Nigerian, you can decide to be a Nigerian for yourself. I don't have to be a Nigerian with you. I'm tired of carrying that tag, Nigeria. It is a heavy cross to carry, and I am done carrying it. I need something soft. I need a soft life. I did not come to this life to suffer. I did not come to this life to suffer. If I follow politician, or whatever Tiwa Savage said in that song. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being part of my broadcast tonight. This is a Leadership Standard. I want to appreciate everyone for coming and for everyone for listening. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook, our Instagram page, our Twitter pages. Everything is up there. Please follow us on social media. Follow us on YouTube, most especially. And please, if you're just joining, go back and begin the program from the beginning so you know exactly what we spoke about. This is your favorite boy, Buchi Law. I love you all for watching. Thank you all for being a part of my show today. Blessings upon blessings shall be your portion today and forever. Ise, Ise, Ise.